Hi, parents. My name's Jennifer Tyler, and I have the privilege of teaching your son or daughter either honors or academic biology this year. Just a couple things to help keep you in the loop and also know how to contact me if you have any questions or concerns arise during the year. I invite you to look at your son or daughter's Google Classroom page. They have all logged on to this at this point and have received an invite via their Wake County email to be a part of this. You'll notice that in the classwork tab of their Google Classroom, you have everything that you need to know about this course, including a link to the plan book, which is where I will post everything that we do for the day for our lessons, as well as any homework assignments or classwork assignments that they need to make sure that they complete. It's important now more than ever to make sure that they are keeping up with their assignments since we are 55 minutes as opposed to the regular 90 minutes that we're used to. They can expect to have at least 30 to 40 minutes of just work, whether or not that's finishing up a classwork assignment or reading through notes, PowerPoints to take notes before we join together for our lecture together, or maybe even watching a flipped video from now and again where I actually teach them remotely by pre-recorded video lessons of our PowerPoint notes so that when we do get into class, we have more time to do lab activities. So just make sure you're checking the plan book for information on due dates and class assignments that we're doing each day. If they need additional help, my office hours link for my Google Meet is going to be right here. That is from 1 to 2 p.m. Every single weekday, Monday through Friday, if they need additional help on assignments. It does not have to be the day of the week that they're in my class, so they can join any day regardless if it's an A or a B day. Here's a link to my syllabus where I go over grading policies, link for attendance materials, and other necessary things like that. This is an EOC course, and we are still slated to have that state made exam at the end of the year, given that conditions better for our state and we're back in person hopefully before the end of the school year. So we are still going to be moving pretty swiftly to make sure that we cover everything that they need to know for that state made exam. You'll also notice that many of you have probably already done this, but if you have not done so already, there is a parent letter right here where I explain to you all of my policies, as well as give you information for how to sign up for Remind. Remind is a free text messaging system where I can send text message alerts about specific materials we may be needing for this class. All due dates and assignments and things like that will be posted up here in my plan book along with Google Classroom with a due date beside it. But this is a science class, and we are still going to try to recreate as many labs and activities as we can. So there may be some times where I request that your student try to gather some things they may already have at home, or that are easily attainable from a grocery store or Walmart or Target. So for example, food coloring, salt, vinegar, carrots, eggs, things like that, where I will actually demonstrate every lab or activity for them. But if they can also do it at home and see it for themselves, it's going to be way more fun than just being passive watchers as opposed to active learners where they can manipulate the lab and do it themselves. And if there are any materials that we need, I will be using or remind to send updates about those materials to you and your student so that they can go ahead and get the necessary things that they need for that class. Other than that, being the best way to keep in touch with me is to make sure that you're keeping up with your students' Google Classroom and their assignment due dates that they're keeping a track of. I will be posting grades in PowerSchool occasionally, but it may take a little while to transfer from Google Classroom into PowerSchool since there are two places where grades will be kept this year. But otherwise, if you have any questions, comments, or concern about your son or daughter, feel free to email me and I will get back to you within 24 hours, given that it is a school day, Monday through Friday. I look forward to a great school year with your student. And as always, please feel free to reach out with any questions you may have. Have a great day.